Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Jarrett Goes to the Movies, a weekly podcast where Jarrett Reddick and friends get together and talk about a movie that they watched that week. Plus, whatever the hell else is on their minds. Get ready for the best hour and a half you'll have in the next hour and a half. Here they are, Eric, Casey, Sean, Amy, and because he's famous, his name's on the show, Jarrett. Welcome to Jarrett Goes to the Movies.
Thank you very much. You know, I just realized we had that VO done. That's when I was trying to, make the show quicker. When we went into this season, we were like, man, let's just get in,
Remember
get
that?
out. People like Amy's husband want this to be shorter.
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
And it's too difficult. It's absolutely
There's just
too difficult.
too much good stuff to shove in there.
We're too funny, I think, is the problem. And so once the ball gets rolling downhill, there's no way to get that horse back in the barn, you know?
Yeah, that's just it. That's the horse. What happened?
There was a snowball and a horse farted.
Right. So they lost their ball?
Yeah, I think they lost their ball in a cave.
Why do they only eat turkey? Welcome, everybody, to Jarrett Goes to the Movies. And, man, we're glad you guys are here. This is great. This is our first recording in the year 2022, which is exciting. Eric, of
In
course.
the
Year 2020. Eric is remote tonight with a little bit of a COVID expose.
Oh, God, everybody, Jarrett.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
Everybody's got the COVID right now.
It's just
My niece was in the hospital last night. Spent the night in the hospital.
I'm sorry to hear that, man.
Is she okay?
Yeah, I saw him pull up today while I was trying to jumpstart my car. And yeah, she seems to be doing better, but they couldn't get her after a couple breathing treatments, couldn't get her settled. And so had to admit her. And it's a whole big freaking thing, man.
Oh no,
That's
man.
scary.
Anybody else get my car, jumpstart my car? Nobody?
No.
Because you don't jumpstart a car.
Oh, so Zoe now then has it as well, right?
Yeah.
And, man, goodness gracious.
I mean, Ray Charles fucking saw this coming when they went to Disney World for Christmas break and unvaccinated all of them. So didn't surprise me even a little bit.
Man, I wish I got that reference. I don't fucking know what you're talking about.
The blind man.
That Ray Charles could see it coming?
Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. Right. I got it now. All right. You know, I mean, yeah, it's like I said this to somebody the other day. It's like, if you put it in perspective, it's like basically, you know, when this was really, really bad, like say last February, it was rampant everywhere. Right. And everybody's just like, oh my God, everybody has it. And I probably knew like at any given time, 2 people that had it, you know? And whether it be really bad or mild or whatever. But now it's like I easily know 30 people.
Absolutely. Especially right now after the Christmas break.
Yeah.
I mean, I got it over Christmas, thankfully right before. But I've already gotten teachers since I'm subbing. I've gotten teachers texting me, I've got COVID. I can't go back until Monday or Wednesday the 12th or whatever.
What are they doing for teachers now? Is it 5 days or is it 10?
I don't know. Now that everything's new and changed, which is crazy to me. I don't work for the CDC. I was about to say CFC.
Right.
But the 5 days thing, I'm not so sure about it.
Yeah.
CDC says just pray about it and whatever your heart feels.
They also now say it's safe
is what you can do.
Wipe back to front. So
I think they say basically if you slap your grandma, you're good. You know? Just
back to front. Why would you go back to front? Because you want to smear it all over everything?
That's the joke.
Back to front. Back to the front. You will do
front to back.
What I say when I say back to the front. You coward, you servant, you blind man.
Is that Striper?
That's a Metallica song, actually.
You didn't let me finish.
Oh.
Is that Striper? Which I know it's not, but I'm pretty sure that's a Metallica tune.
Yeah, it's Metallica. Back to the front. I think that song is actually about wiping.
It's about Lars's shitty drumming on Saint Anger.
Why does it's not that his drumming is shitty on that album. It's the
I guess
sound
that's
of
true.
it. But
Hey,
boy,
why didn't either one of you
hey,
dickheads? Hey, why didn't either of you dickheads respond to my text message of that guy who had a toilet shaped like Lars Ulrich?
oh, is that real?
That was a while ago.
I've been
It was
seeing that
real.
thing all over the place now. It's like everywhere.
What is that?
I don't know. I guess it's like you can take a poop and feel like you're sitting in his lap, and if you put the plunger in there first, it's like it's a simulator.
And then if you have a bidet, it's like he's spraying cum all over your ass.
Spraying just the thinnest cum.
I don't
everywhere.
think I got this text.
Well,
Yes, you did.
basically, it's like there's a mold of. Is it Lars Ulrich? Is that the point?
I'm pretty sure.
It's this mold and like it's like feet and everything, and then you just basically when you're sitting on the toilet, it's like you're sitting in this guy's lap.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, and so
If you could have a toilet of any person, who would it be?
can I just not have? Could I have it be like a dragon or something? Like that.
Ow!
What?
Pokey.
You can imagine.
Yep. Oh yeah, because he's got drumsticks and everything. It is him.
Goodness gracious.
Man, it's just like he's got an elephantitis of the nuts, and you're sitting on his balls.
Oof.
It's
Right?
nice that he's holding his dick back away from your back, though.
I think he's just holding his shirt up so he doesn't pee on it.
There's something there.
Yeah, but yeah.
Anyway.
he does have his pubes are shaved. That's exciting.
Speaking of shaved pubes, how are you feeling today after Ben Roethlisberger's final home game
His
of his illustrious raping career?
Feel pretty good about the football thing. I was supposed to take Jack to that game. We actually had tickets and everything. COVID being so out of control, and Dave, my tour manager, already having it again since we had it the first time.
Whoa.
Yeah, and then Jack having not had it yet, I just didn't really feel like it was the safest, smartest thing to do. So during the game, I felt, and Jack's been awesome about the whole thing, but I felt a little bit of guilt and, whether or not I should have been there and all of that. But I feel like we all make the best decisions we can make based upon, the time and what's going on in our lives. And I think it was the best thing to do. So it definitely helped my anxiety over the weekend. But yeah, I enjoyed the game very much. It was great to see him go out the way that he did. Just the fact that, if anybody didn't watch it, you can probably find like a synopsis of the last 2 minutes. It's pretty incredible. They basically didn't need another touchdown. They should have. It basically needed a first down, but Najee Harris just went to the end zone, and they ended up getting the ball back, so he got to kneel it down, which, as he said at the end of it, is the everybody's favorite play in football. When you get to kneel down and down the ball, it means you've won. So won his last game at home with the Fury, and it happened to be.
He really bent the Browns over bathroom sink last night.
He really did.
Really,
He
gave it to him.
Yeah, he really raped the ball up and down the field, and it was something special to watch. But in all seriousness, I sports cried. He literally did. He walked around the entire stadium, high-fiving the front row, the entire fucking stadium. He stayed out there. Then his family came out, and all this. It was touching. And, a nice career and a guy who, despite making some mistakes in his life, and again, I'm definitely not excusing anything he did, and I actually don't really know what the circumstances of that are. He was great for the city of Pittsburgh and for that team, and I appreciate the 2 Super Bowls, because that obviously puts us still ahead of the Cowboys in Super Bowl rings.
That's right, and only barely ahead in accused rapes.
There's no fucking way that's true.
No, I don't believe that.
No way that is true at all. Just Michael Irvin has the fucking league fucking high on that shit. Jesus Christ.
Talk about sports records that'll never be broken.
And
he breaks his own records.
That's
Still.
not even women. That's rookies. Fucking shit.
Get in here.
But yes, thank you for asking. It was a very nice nice into, and you know, we still have a shot if we beat the Ravens next week and Jacksonville beat the Colts. We're in the playoffs, so pretty insane thing. I know the running back coach for the Jaguars, and I did that thing where I go, hey man, I realize this is like somebody asking me to play the song Soho on Jimmy Fallon, which Soho is like this deep cut off of our first record, you know, so it's like, hey man, when y'all are on Jimmy Fallon tonight, can you play Soho? It's like, it's just a stupid thing to fucking say, you know, to me.
Sure.
Because obviously we're going to play the single. So I go, I realize this is like you asking me to play Soho on Jimmy Fallon, but could you guys just go ahead and beat the shit out of the Colts for me or whatever? And then I'm just like, you know what? I'm a fucking asshole. Anyway, I did the Jarrett thing and made it really funny. And he just answered back and said, bro, doing my best.
Doubt it.
Trying to get one more win, you know, out of the thing.
Did you ask him how Urban Meyer is while you're at it?
That's probably a sensitive subject since that's who hired him. But hopefully he gets to stay. He's been, you know, started out in Cincinnati, went to Detroit, went to LSU, and now at Jacksonville. I think just ready to find a home for a while. I think, you know, moving around with a wife and 3 kids is, and especially when you work in a button factory. You know, one day my mom came up to me and said, "Joe, are you busy?" I said, "No."
I do wish I just had a little camera view inside that noggin of yours as the squirrels fight over the wheel. You know how they'll do that, or the, you know.
Do you know that I don't think there's not really many people in my life that haven't said that exact same sentence to me at one time or another. Just one glimpse into that. I wish I knew why that shit popped into my head. And I hope as I get older and I start to forget shit, I hope I don't lose the ability to just turn anything into some kind of random bullshit fucking conversation.
I think you're going to be that really old man on your deathbed just singing random jingles.
Rattling off shit.
You're going to be mid-sentence about this historical moment in your life, and you're just going to scream about Folgers.
I'm just fucking, yes. I cannot fucking wait.
It's going to be
It's the best part of waking up.
It's Folgers in your cup. Oh, man.
I hope you never lose your sense of wonder.
I've never sat and wondered before.
Yeah.
I hope you dance.
I
Leanne.
hope you now, you guys know this, right? And this happens on like every movie and every show or whatever. And they filmed some guy that like went somewhere for the specific reason to sit in a fucking field and sit and wonder. Mm-hmm. And it's like, the fuck did I wouldn't, what is the motivation? And then how do you know how long to sit there?
And there's bugs, and it's hot, or it's windy. Oh, there went my napkin.
Let's discuss this, actually. Let's discuss sitting in the grass.
No.
Never in Texas, right? Like that. Like
Itchy.
People that go on picnics and shit.
No.
It can't be done in this state, I don't think.
They're just showing off. If you go for a picnic, you're either a grade A, class A dickhead, or you're just trying to prove something to somebody.
I like the idea of it, but you're right. In Texas, not a good. Maybe like Colorado, you go on a hike and you bring something to eat and you make a picnic.
Yeah, on a big rock or some shit, but not sit in the grass. I used to take my girlfriend, the one that broke my heart in high school, and we used to go on picnics, but we would sit on the tailgate of my truck. It was fucking great.
Oh, sure.
Had a great time.
On the grass. It's too itchy.
No, this sitting in the grass is such bullshit. And here's the thing. In Texas, you can get chiggers. There are snakes. There's stink bugs.
It's dangerous.
Wombats.
No-see-ums, which, by the way, I think I did you, or is it you that didn't even know that there such thing existed, was a no-see-um? And did I tell you about that? Or is that somebody
I feel
else?
like that's true.
Yeah. You know, no-see-ums are a real fucking thing. It says it on the deal of off. Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
That's the shit that bites you, and you're going, man, are you guys getting bit by bugs and you can't see anything yet? They're actually called no-see-ums. And this is a condom, Eric. Use it. Now, why
didn't you tell me that two kids ago?
Roadhouse.
Oh, because I would miss Greer's fucking hair every Wednesday night. It's my, but I will say this.
Did you think about Eric's dick because you were talking about no-see-ums?
No, I've seen his wiener. It's a good one. It is.
Good for you.
By the way, we did have a night out. The 26th, we did our our annual Wii bowling tournament with just our little crew and over at Dennis's bar. That's Casey's stepdad, and we drank champagne for about 9 hours, and then I just decided it was a great idea to go out and meet a friend. And my wife, I didn't want me to, but I was like, I bet you really don't give a shit deep down, And so this is super funny until the next day, by the way, when she actually did give a shit if I went out after drinking 9 hours today. But anyway, as I'm leaving, I'm like, who's coming with me? And Derek's like, I'm fucking going. And Gary Price like, I'm fucking going. So anyway, we end up at our third bar. Gary's already gone home. Me and Derek sit at this third bar at the bar with this friend who I've actually only hung out with one time ever. He's a former neighbor and just a good dude. I'm not going to say who it is, but anyway, I, of course, talked him into, we started just talking about dicks, which is so normal. And I start doing the thing. My dick is so small and I'm doing the thing or whatever. Then I'm just like, and then I talking to Derek and Derek's talking about his, and then, when we turn, like we're going to fucking unleash on you because you've been sitting there quiet way too long. Right. And anyway, turns out this dude has a photo of himself. And this thing, it's the biggest wiener I've ever seen in my life. Like, it literally looked like Lamar Odom's arm.
Whoa.
Yeah, I am not kidding. It was insanely huge. And so I'm telling that story when we're over there at New Year's over at Amy's, and it's just like a few people over. And Ashley Fisher hears me tell her, she goes, what are you talking about? I go, oh, we're just talking about this, where we got this guy to like show us this picture of his huge, enormous dick. And she goes, you just asked some stranger to see his dick? And Gary Price goes, I guarantee you he would ask any stranger to see a picture of their dick.
I'm surprised that he just has a picture on his phone.
He told me that he took it to share. It was actually a very nice photo. He's like ripped.
His grandmother had just died.
I see.
And so
yeah,
the last thing that on her deathbed, she said, her final wish. Hey, do you have a bed of music you can?
Yeah, I can play you some music.
Go in here.
Okay, yeah, I got you.
I want you to always have a picture.
Okay, here we go.
Of your naked self.
All right, what did she say?
She was laying there. The cancer had ravaged all of her body, but none of her mind. And as the family gathered around, to say their final goodbyes, she lovingly clutched her rosary,
A rosary.
her Bible, the Quran, and she looked neighbor X in the eye, and she said, whispered, with all of the strength she had left, always carry a picture of that schlong wherever you go, whatever you do. And I think that was really impactful to him. You can kill the bed now.
It's hot.
But I think that was really impactful in his life. And I just think it's kind of a testament to the power of, I don't know, family, faith.
I have to agree. I have to agree with that. I think that's that was good. But yeah, we had a good New Year's and it was a good time. And Eric, now I haven't seen you since, Christmas. Did you have a good Christmas? Did you have a good New Year?
Since the Titanic went down, for those of you who don't know.
Right. Yeah. And the band played.
And the band played on.
Yeah.
Yes, Christmas was fine.
Fine.
New Year's was fine. Everybody, everybody's sick. Everybody's getting, whatever.
Totally.
But the kids enjoyed it. The kids got all the presents that they wanted. And we had a good time. And we were obviously honoring the birth of our dear Savior.
And Santa Claus.
On that most holiest of nights. And Then New Year's, we played Mario Party here at the house with the children.
Yeah, that's a good game.
Fun.
Kicked their fucking ass, and they act so surprised every time. Like, I haven't been playing video games for 40 years. Mm-hmm. And Mario Party's easy to play. It's made for kids. Those games are easy.
Yeah.
Kick their fucking ass. I mean, so hard.
They never saw it coming.
Yeah.
The only time I ever lose is when they give away these bullshit bonus stars at the end. Like, I've got 5 stars, and then all of a sudden I'll be like, here's a star for the person who landed on the most red spaces. Here's the bad luck award. And they'll just like give it to Zoe. And then here's the award for the person who rolled the fewest numbers on the dice. Oh, here's another one for Zoe. And so now all of a sudden she wins over some bullshit, even though I won 14 of the 15 mini games that we played throughout the whole thing. So small bone to pick with the game developers on that end. But I mean, I think to answer your question, yeah, Christmas was great.
I think that's pretty similar to our game 5 questions, right? Where you answer a question at the end and you didn't do shit. You just fucking won, you know?
Yeah.
And there's literally no real rhyme or reason to that. It's just
I never thought about it that way, but yeah, that's incredibly frustrating.
Yeah, you didn't do shit. Like, I feel like Gage was playing for that question tonight, by the way. Y'all will hear this later. But I'm almost positive that he tried a strategy of getting nothing correct. And then, you know, because either that or he didn't watch the movie and he didn't want to tell us, you know.
Well, it's playing to your opponent, right? I mean, if you're going up against someone great, you might as well just try to get into the finals and steal it.
Well, you got to wait for that anyway. Amy, well, I know how your holidays went, but you're better after COVID. Any lasting COVIDity?
No, I lost my taste and smell for a little bit, but that's the only thing I had. And of course, I got COVID when it was the good old 10-day isolation.
Yeah.
And then right after that was done, CDC was like, just kidding.
Yeah.
Let's make it 5.
Me too. I had COVID when COVID wasn't cool as well.
Yeah, now it's a cool thing.
And it's so hip now to have it.
But I was still testing positive after 7 days.
Well, that's the thing, right? And that's Casey's been trying to tell.
None of y'all know what COVID sounds like on vinyl, though, like I do.
Yeah. That's pretty good.
Casey has entered the building.
Oh, man. Yeah, it's very, very true. This, nobody knows what to do. And I didn't mean for that to rhyme. I just can't help it. That's how fucking good I am. We're glad you're feeling better. Glad you got better in time to hang out with us for the holidays.
Heck yeah.
What a weird time. What a weird,
wild and wacky stuff.
Well, that is really wild. Hi, baby.
Hi.
How are you?
Good.
Good. Casey was dealing with a 9-year-old.
Back to school tomorrow, so trying to had to cut his mullet into a more.
Oh, did he get a haircut?
Defined mullet. That's what he wants.
Did a more mulletier mullet.
Yep.
Is that why you wanted me to come out there to look at his hair?
No.
Did he get the monster?
I don't know. Talk about it.
You're not going to tell me?
I'm not allowed to.
I know, but just like
I can't.
You bark twice if you're in Milwaukee.
I don't know where Milwaukee is.
Hey, this is true. She actually fucking doesn't.
No, me either.
She got me. I swear to God, she was just like, you could give me a map of the United States and I wouldn't be able to put the states. And I'm like, bullshit. Everybody can do that.
I might be able to get 8.
I think I got like 13 or 17.
Yeah.
That is bullshit. I can fucking do. I bet I
you've
could do.
been to all of them.
True, but that doesn't
You
matter.
had to travel the fucking across the country with a map and a horse and like.
Yeah. And a wagon.
Yeah, I had a Garmin in my first car. Like
Garmin.
I fucking went from.
Well, there used to be a river run right through this area.
Oh, hey, Kidney Pete, how you doing?
That was the voice that I had
changing
running
once
my
again.
GPS in my car. I went from Georgia to California one time on a trip, and someone said, "Wow, you went all the way across the country." And I said, "Almost," and they said, "No,
pretty much did. Yeah, I mean, it's so funny. Like back then,
I'm like, I didn't see no ocean anywhere.
traveling back in the day, where you honestly, I mean, the only way that you could figure out how long it was going to take you to get some, it's so fucking crazy, but you would literally take how many miles it is.
Absolutely.
And you would times that by the speed you're going to go and like average shit in. And the first
You
time,
would divide it.
The first time, whatever the fuck. God damn it.
I did have MapQuest before.
Yeah,
that.
I had the
We
printed
definitely
out
didn't have that
MapQuest.
shit. The first time we went to New York, we had no idea it was going to take us 26 hours to get there. No fucking clue.
You just type
And
it
we
in.
definitely didn't know the first time we went to LA that when we were halfway there, we'd be in El Paso, Texas. No
You
clue.
would still be in Texas.
Yeah. No clue to that shit. But yeah, it's, well, babe, I'm glad that you got his mullet. I gotta see this mullet. Did you take a picture?
He'll come up. You know he'll come up here.
Okay, cool. Well, I actually got a text from Ted Filicetti. I believe it was yesterday. And Ted Filicetti, friend of the show, brother of Rob Filicetti of Bowling for
Sorry,
Soup.
it's in Wisconsin.
Ted Filicetti, is also the singer for Don't Panic. Hi, Greer.
Oh, good night,
Oh,
Dad.
good night, Greer.
Good night, Greer.
Oh, she can't hear us.
Good night.
Good night. Good
Yeah, they're
night,
saying good
Greer.
night to you.
Good
Good
night.
night.
Good
Sweet
night, Greer.
dreams.
Night, night.
Is it sleepy time?
Oh,
Aww.
I love you, sweetheart.
Good night, Dad.
Even if you do look like Art Garfunkel.
Yeah, but I like it. Yeah, I don't know. You know, has Kelsey been in the same room with Art Garfunkel when you guys were in a fight or some shit?
Okay, it's crazy you say that.
Oh man, where were we? We were talking about something.
Ted.
Ted.
Oh, Milwaukee is
Felicity.
in.
I know, but not that.
Mili-
No, you said
Milwaukee.
Ted said he goes, "Hey man," which is really funny because I know I've said this on this show. I know we've talked about it on Rockstar Dad and just in general, but he goes, "Man, I just went to Walmart. Did I miss something? Is the mullet back?" And I go, "Yeah, you missed something like 8 months ago. Like this shit is rampant." Casey and I went to the Choctaw Casino one weekend. And at the Oklahoma casinos, basically at midnight, all of the 18-year-old kids come in because they can actually gamble there. They just can't drink. And they come in.
Maybe I should go up there around midnight.
Every single one of these kids has a mullet. And I'm like, just turn it on baseball once, every.
Oh, yeah.
Casey's uncle has a mullet now. It's
Oh, no, he does not have a mullet. He's got the opposite. He's got the long hair with the shaved on the bottom.
Oh yeah, but still, it's like long in the back, and he could put it. He does the thing where he puts it up into a ponytail just for like a few minutes.
Yeah.
a few minutes.
Yeah.
And then he takes it. I used to do that shit all the time. Tom Cruise does it in this movie we're talking about today.
Lord.
Sean,
Yeah, he does.
Sean, you said you had an amazing Christmas.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Everybody got what they wanted.
Yep.
What did you get?
I got my fucking iPad finally.
Got a fucking iPad.
Yay.
Yep. Got an iPad, got a lens that I've been wanting.
Yep. All right. What'd you get for the lady?
A bunch of
White Diamonds perfume.
no.
Red door.
Elizabeth Arden.
My
Like
mom
those
wore
big,
red door.
8-inch figure, like toys. Like,
Go
8-inch
on.
what?
Yeah.
Continue.
Oh my God!
collector.
Wait a minute. What are
You
you
said
talking
8-inch
about?
toys.
a bunch of
Jesus Christ,
Halloween
why
Michael
should you
Myers.
need more than one? Jesus, how many holes?
I just got her a bunch of toys. Yeah.
All right. Well, no, I like that. That's good. Good. And she opened up them in front of your parents.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's good. shit.
His mom's like, I've got that one too.
Oh, let me show you a few
Yeah.
things.
Let me show you
took
the
me a-
hidden
It
features.
took me a while to work into this one,
But luckily,
or work it into
Work
me.
it into me. Whoops. That was the first mistake.
Oh man, well, I'm glad you had a good holiday. New Year's was good.
man, I was in bed by 9:30.
Well, that
Good
is
for you.
insane. We're at this point now in our gang. I feel like we used to do the thing. At least I know I used to do this with the older kids, but I feel like we used to do this with our kids, where we like make them celebrate a couple hours early.
Oh, heck yeah.
And it's just like, hey, it's New Year's in the middle of the ocean right now. Y'all come count this shit
We
down.
did that last year when it was just the four of us.
Yeah. But this year, the kids got to stay up the whole time and then go out and do sparklers and stuff, and they had a great time. But then our child, which we did stay over at y'all's house
I got home at 2.
till like 2. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it was a late one.
He slept until 11.
That's awesome.
Yeah. It was glorious.
My little one has been sleeping in a lot lately. It's been great.
That's going to suck some ass tomorrow.
Tomorrow is
Oh,
going to
boy.
be awful.
Not going to enjoy that. Are you subbing tomorrow?
No, but Thursday I'll be there.
All right. Well, welcome back, everybody, and Happy New Year. I'm glad that we're starting another year of, well, not really starting another year. You know what I mean. It's another, whatever the fuck it is. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Motherfucker, you know how to spell it.
No numbers.
I do have some news for you guys. And this is pretty good. All right.
You're pregnant?
I am not. We are now number 111, down 13 spots, which is good on Apple Podcasts USA.
USA.
Yeah, a lot of people died over Christmas, right? So
A lot of people
maybe
died.
some of the other
Just died.
podcasts just kind
They
of
still had episodes in the can, though.
saying like,
Yeah. This one, not as impressive. Number 91 in Australia. I feel like, what do they got,
Oh.
like 94 of them?
Yeah.
You know? Anyway.
Well, at least we're not last.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, if you're not first, you're last. Well, that's not true. You could be like 87, you know, 88, 91. It's totally fine. A big day
92
today,
even.
guys. This is a big day. Big day. It is Woody Chambers' birthday, everybody. Woohoo! All right, guys. Now, before we get into, talking about how the show exists and all of that stuff, we do have some gifts to open. Now, for the record, I would like to say that Casey took care of the shopping for both of us, as his tradition, for basically all things, including Mother's Day, Father's Day, all days. And she's the goddamn best. So, Sean and Amy's presents are not here yet.
yeah, Eric's is.
Eric's
so that's funny.
is, and I have seen it. It is tangible, but Eric is not here. So hold on, guys. Let's take one quick little break. Let me see this thing.
That looks so good.
That looks awesome, dude. Feel good? I bet it feels good to have that hair off your
Do you
neck.
have some news to tell Daddy?
Yeah. Left. Wrong.
Right.
Bright. Black. What? Dim. Dark. Black. Stripes. Yeah! Black stripe!
Good job.
Meaning he will test for, that means you are 2 away.
Level 3 brown belt.
Level 3 brown belt once you test. Next is black. He will be a black belt.
Wow.
I know,
A
but
black belt in training, so he'll be
it's
now,
black
then
belt.
he'll be 2 away from his first degree black belt.
It's a black belt, but it has a stripe on it. Yeah. Unbelievable. Yeah.
First degree.
Awesome. So proud of you, buddy.
That's so cool.
Your hair looks awesome.
Good night, bud.
Good night. I love you.
Yep.
All right, guys.
You just
Well, that
Still
felt
90%
good.
sure I could kick his ass even when he makes black belt.
You have no idea. That kid has his mom's strength, and I'll say no more.
Yeah. Beware.
Uh-oh.
But,
Okay.
yeah.
50%.
All right, guys. So it's Christmas time here at the podcast, and Sean, why don't you tell us everybody, because you're the one, you were Santa Claus today.
Well, let's go with Gage's first.
Okay.
So Eric has 2 of his, and he's to open the square one first.
Okay, Eric, go ahead. Now these are from Gage Stricklin. I'm sure Gage Stricklin and family.
The one that looked
Yeah, that
one.
one.
That one. No.
Okay, Eric. Jesus Cristo. Okay, he's opened it up.
Good gravy.
Sean, can I get one of these while he's doing that? Thanks, buddy. It's gravy?
A gravy boat.
Are you being serious?
Sound like my... I figured it'd be something... It's 365 berry veggie devos for boys
For boys.
That is so good.
with a very prominent Pepino.
Here, hold on. Let's do this. Let's put
That's
you.
funny.
Wait, let's put you full screen, and then let's just get a screenshot of that. Can you do it, Sean, or do you need me to?
Go ahead. I don't remember that.
I got you.
Angle the top down just a little bit. You got to glare. There we go.
Oh, got you. Here it comes. 1, 2, and got it. All right. Very, very good.
That's so good.
What's today?
January 4th.
All right. That is pretty awesome. Oh, you're going to let us know what it says.
Stop.
If Jesus were here, how would he behave? He would be loving and forgiving. He would worship God with sincere devotion. He would serve other people, and he would always abide by the golden rule.
I just thought every day would say, let go of your ding-a-ling.
Yeah.
Boys, you're going to hell.
You just sounded like Inez is very proud of the pot she's made.
And this is Pedro.
This is Pedro. Pedro's had a long day at work today.
Well, thank you, Gage. And are we supposed to open the other one?
Yeah, go ahead and do the other
Yeah,
one.
do the other one, buddy.
Oh, y'all don't have one too?
We have one, but we're waiting on you. You're going
We're being
first.
one of those weird families that does it one at a
Okay.
time, so everyone gets to stare at you.
Yes. Okay, I'm familiar with those. Make me want to knock people out.
Well, you know, LL Cool J.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh, no! No way! Fred! He's marked one of the most intense nights of my entire life, where I heard someone screaming in the streets, and he did. That is a good gift, man.
That's
is
a
awesome.
really good one.
That is super.
Thank you,
funny.
Gage. That is very, very nice. Appreciate it, buddy.
Isn't that one of the stories you say I was holding back on you or whatever?
Yeah, I
Like,
had
Yeah.
never heard
yeah,
that.
I'd never told that one before. Along with is she sick?
Yeah, that was the one part that you were holding back.
Yeah, just the
You told us the
explanation.
princess.
Yeah, princess was good. Gage, that was awesome. Okay,
Great gift.
Sean, does it matter who's next, or should we just go? Let's go Casey next, because I have one from Gage to all of us. So
Okay.
I'll do that one.
I really like the way that Gage signs his name, by the way. I was
wonder-
confused.
What it?
Yeah, what could this possibly be?
It's a chalice.
It's in the shape of a chalice.
It's a fleshlight, you know.
Oh my god! How can I compete with
Well,
that thing?
talk to
fucking a
Sean's
flashlight.
mom.
It's like fucking a flashlight. All right, what is it?
I don't know. I'm very
Oh my
excited.
god! Let's see.
Aww.
Oh my goodness! It's got her.
Me.
Oh my
Oh, wow.
god!
That's so cool. What does that?
That is cool. What does it say? I
Oh,
can't see it. It's
I like
clear.
it.
Do you
That's
just not want
really
to say it out
cute.
loud or some shit? I can't see it. The lights are really bad.
Yeah, it says
It says wine.
wine. Yeah, like plus wine equals
Wine.
wine. Negative
Oh.
with an H, like wine.
Oh,
like
okay. Well,
wine.
that makes
Like
sense.
cheese and wine.
Yeah, man, that's good. It's good shit.
It has your
awesome.
I like
face.
the little face on there. All right, Amy, you are next.
I am next. Here we go.
Now, Amy, is she just doing her one from Gage now, or
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. You're a good rapper,
I'm very excited to
by the way.
build
Derek
that
would
thing up.
approve.
Yeah, in February.
He was a professional rapper for JCPenney.
Yeah. Oh, Derek was. I forgot about that.
That is so good. It's a sticker. It says peace. It says placing evil assholes in cerebral exile.
Fuck yeah.
It's so
Of course.
good. I love that. And also, it was in this really, really cool developed envelope. I like it.
Okay. I like it too. Sean,
That is so cute.
I'm not going last on purpose, by the way. I just have these ones that I'm supposed to open
yeah.
for all of
I
us.
again have no idea what this could be. Like Casey.
I'm excited.
Oh, I see what he did. Gauge, and he draws a line through the
Yeah,
whole
that's
thing.
really
so he doesn't
cool.
have to
You got a
line-
fleshlight with a handle?
Oh, that's cool because there's a line through everything. All right, here he is, opening it up. Looks like a Stein. It is a Stein with Sean's caricature on it.
Silent Sean 316.
Oh,
Silent
that's
Sean
awesome.
316. That is a good one. And I'll have to send Dave Pearson pictures of these because these are the characters that
Those are cool.
David.
That's so
Dave,
cool.
Thank you, Gage.
Yes, that is awesome. I think I know. I just going by what Eric got. That that has to be what this is. It's not. It's a different color.
Oh, it's different.
Oh boy. Oh no.
Different varietal.
It's me. I'll hold it up in a second. It says, "I'm fucking famous," and it says, "But feel free to leave me alone."
That needs to be your airport shirt.
Oh, that's a good one.
I'm fucking famous,
Oh my
everybody.
God, that's awesome.
Oh, I love it
That's
so
so
much.
good.
Thank you.
Thank you, Gage.
Thank you.
Love this. Yes, thank you. What great gift. Oh, and then we got, hold on. These are established in 1909, so hopefully they're still good. They are. Let's see what these things are. Oh, they're Doors candies. Can you enjoy delightful treat prepared with love? Okay, they're Doers chews. Now, Doers will also get you drunk. I'm not sure if these have. He says, did anybody want to try one now? No?
What's in the middle?
Well, they're chewy.
I do.
Yeah, anyway, it looks like it's kind of like a taffy type situation. But anyway, kids and us will all like them. We got 2 boxes of these. Fuckers.
Nice.
Dang, that's cool.
Thank you very, very much, Gage. Thanks, Gage Stricklin, everybody.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Oh,
He said he got a cricket for his birthday.
Man, those are the best.
All right. Now, once again, we have the presents from Sean here. Sean's presents from Casey and I did not show up, and neither did Amy. So we'll have to wait on
Well,
those.
part of Sean's here. All of Eric's is here. Amy's got pushed till the end of the month, and
Okay.
that's where
Right.
COVID got us this year.
Okay. Well, you want
And I'm bringing mine middle of February or whenever the fuck I see you guys
That's when
again.
Amy's going to show up.
when are you coming? Is there like a day, or you just don't know? And which I
I
understand.
was planning on being there today,
Okay,
and
no.
then the last 6 days happened, and it's just
I got it.
it's hard to. I don't really. So I was going to say, like, I'm almost to the point, kind of like you said. It's not really a matter of if, it's a matter of when.
100%. I that's not my
and-
quote,
and
but
for me-
yeah. Go ahead.
And for me, I feel fine with that. You know, I've done literally everything I can do to prepare for that happening at some point.
Right.
It's just the littles that can't get vaccinated
Sure.
and my dad, who I worry about more than anything. But even that's just, you know, I worry about my dad. I want him to be able to come down, and I don't want to get him sick. But it's not like he doesn't go shopping. It's not like he doesn't
Right,
go,
yeah.
you know, so it's this whole nebulous
Back to
how
what I
many
was saying
degrees
earlier,
of,
you're
you know.
making the best decision for you and your family at the time.
Yep,
And
that's all you can do.
Do I, in hindsight, wish me and Jack would have just said fuck it and gone to that game after knowing the way that it went down? Of course I do. Do I regret it enough to fucking lay awake at night? No, because I know there'll be many more games. So you're doing the right thing. I didn't. So once you're in the clear, we'll see you back and we'll do the rest of these things. Casey, what did you get from Jonathan?
I don't know yet because it's still wrapped.
Okay, here we go. This is obviously, maybe we should do this before Christmas next
While
time.
she's unwrapping,
I know
look
we
at
always don't have to do it really late.
Santa's face. It looks like there's a turd coming out of a butt.
Oh, it does.
Okay, is it Mr. Hanky the Christmas Pooh?
Is it breakable? Because I'm bad at breaking things trying to open boxes.
She's so strong.
Nice. I got a Michael
Oh,
Scott.
yeah!
Oh my
I
goodness.
love it.
oh,
That's so
This
cute.
is my first Funko Pop, and I think they're super cool.
That
I've
is
never gotten
awesome.
one before.
Michael Scott. But it's like when he has his job before, right?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
it's the 80s version.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like
Yeah.
where
With
he's,
the handshake.
where he's doing the handshake,
Yeah.
and they show that a lot during the series, right? Yeah,
That's so
that
awesome.
is really good.
Thank you
It is
so
really
much,
good.
Sean.
You're welcome.
I have a friend that collects Funko Pops, like really collects them. There's a whole wall in their media room of like the Untouchables, right?
Yeah.
And my kids went upstairs to play one time, and I was like, "Oh no, I'm gonna go check on them." She's like, "No, they're fine, they're fine."
Oh no.
Oh,
Jesus
I
God.
walked upstairs, and Henry had opened like 4 or 5 boxes. I think
Oh, no.
4 or 5 Funko Pops that were collectibles, and I'm freaking out. She was like, "It's okay, it's fine." And I'm on Amazon, and thankfully they were like, $10, $15 a piece.
Reasonable.
And so I
was
just
about to say.
ordered them
Yeah.
real quick, but they weren't the ones up top.
I was in barber school with this kid that's like literally what he did to make money was just flipping Funko Pops on eBay.
Yeah.
And he'd be like, I just fucking sold one for $800 or something. It was crazy. Like,
I was
Wow.
terrified that they had a few. I mean, they do have a few that are way up top, though, and he couldn't reach them.
The most expensive one I have, and I'm not really a collector, but the expensive one I have is worth about $350, and it's
Wow.
it's the Hound from Game of Thrones.
Good one.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that is a good
I've
one.
seen a couple of.
I have one that's worth about $351. So.
I have one and I'm excited.
I've seen a couple of Jarrett Reddicks out there, and those are custom ones, so I'm sure they're probably not worth.
You don't
very
have
much more.
one?
Yeah, I do.
Oh,
I got one.
Even
as a
Marco
gift.
has one, doesn't he?
I don't know.
No, like didn't someone make one of himself?
I think they did. Yeah. Okay, Amy,
Dang, that's cool.
you are next on the Jonathan scale.
Next up, I'm going to rip this.
Do you have one from Sean too over there, Eric?
No.
Oh, it's over here. Never mind. Okay, what'd you get? She's excited. Something happened.
I love this so much.
I was worried that you might already have one.
I don't know how I don't. I have now a bathroom guest book.
Oh my God.
That is the coolest fucking
sign in.
thing
That is
ever.
amazing and perfect.
I like this more than my wedding guest book. Oh my gosh, there's details.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you have to. Okay, there's
my
all
wedding
these.
That is unbelievable.
There's all these questions to
Oh, you
answer.
can answer them?
Well,
Date
it's
of
'cause
visit, time of visit, sign in please, purpose of visit, length of visit, time spent gazing in mirror, thoughts during this visit, report card, bathroom doodle, bathroom activity bar graph, long time, a little time, or no time sitting and thinking. Song that best describes this bathroom visit. More than a feeling. Push it. The sound of silence. Hurts so good. Blowing in the wind. Good vibrations. Ring of fire. Or fill in the blank.
Oh my God.
It gives
I
people
cannot
something
wait
to do
bathroom
in there.
doodle.
I
This is
know.
so beautiful, Sean.
I legit was worried. I'm like, man, this might have to go to her master bathroom.
I'm actually a little worried about
It's
yours
just
as
for-
well. So I think you might already have it.
All right, Sean, I'm going to do this now before you do Amy's. And here we go. It's just so exciting, presents, you know? I don't really. I'm a dad, right? And-
Right. We don't get excited.
Yeah, we don't really.
Because we've already know what's in there.
Well, I don't, actually.
Oh,
with
well,
the
moms.
Kids, yeah. Moms don't know everything. Okay. It's in a fancy bag, guys.
That is a fancy bag.
Oh, it's a wig of some sort, I think.
Oh, God.
Could be a wig.
Is it a merkin? Is it a big, big merkin?
I did look at those, but I was looking at one for you, but the wait time was astronomical.
Is a.
Just open it up.
Gross.
Okay, I'll just open it up. Do I need to save the bag, you think?
No, bag has nothing to do with it. It's like a
Oh,
Ziploc,
don't
so you don't
use
have
your
to.
teeth.
Okay.
Oh God, I saw a little
Yeah,
hair
the
pop
hair
out.
popping out already.
Oh, shit.
It's explosive.
Jared had wondered something a while back.
What did I wonder? What I would look like some
Who wrote the
certain
Book
way?
of Love?
Would I put it on now? Okay, it's got instructions.
Well, open that whole thing up.
This thing?
No, well,
The thing
yeah.
in your hand.
The wig.
This thing.
Take it out of the net.
Okay. All right.
Wait a minute, is it missing?
No, it's got like a gold chain and stuff.
Oh, this is what also I was talking about.
Oh,
Is
I
that
got
a
a
rat
mustache. All right, so should I just put it all on?
Sure.
Okay. All right, y'all got to keep talking though.
I'm so confused. But I can't wait.
It's in a MacGruber.
Like a
Ooh, almost.
Uncle Rico.
You look like a beetle.
Is it the Beatles? Is it Justin Bieber?
Justin Bieber.
Is it
He had wondered what he would look like with the handlebar. And this just happened to come with a wig.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my God. Oh yeah, because I wouldn't let you do your hair
Yeah.
mustache.
I want to peel this off. I think it's restickable.
I don't know.
We could
Yeah,
slap
we'll
something
figure
on
it
there.
out.
Anything is restickable if you're brave enough.
That's true.
Oh my gosh, this is hilarious.
I love
I
that
like
it came with a
I
Bieber
like,
wig.
yeah, I like
It's kind of like Vinnie Cataldo hair.
Okay.
Being honest. Should I just hold it up for now?
No, stick it on. I want to see it all together.
I'm
Do
trying.
you have a chain?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Give him
what's
the
with
chain.
the chain? So what did you search for to get this whole get
Handlebar
up?
mustache.
And this
But
is
this
what
just came
came
with a
up.
wig. I'm like, perfect.
Okay, there we go.
That's not going around anyone's neck.
Oh my goodness. Now you have to talk with the bees like the bumblebees.
He looks like my Uncle Lonnie.
Oh no.
Okay, so that's why I wouldn't let you have a handlebar mustache.
So this is why.
Oh my God, this is the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. Push the bangs down a little bit.
You look like you need to see a manager.
I don't know how you keep making it worse.
Right?
Yes. You also look like it has a little bit of a duck vibe.
I don't know. The base.
Mike said Tiger Jarrett.
So confused. This is the best thing that's ever happened, Sean.
Let me see. I gotta not move
Yeah, fuck it, just smile, right? Like, why not?
Oh
I'm crying.
Oh my God.
this.
my god. One more time.
So good.
Okay, let's see if I actually committed to this.
Okay, that's a
Oh, look
Bob's Burgers character, correct?
at Woody. He said if this isn't in your country album cover, you're not winning. Oh, yeah, go get
It
a
looks
cowboy
like
hat.
it looks like a mug shot. That would
Yeah.
Oh,
keep you far away from
funny.
schools.
I'm gonna try to save this mustache,
Just put the little thing back on it.
and I'll wear it
Yeah.
around because my wife won't let me grow one. Yeah, but
That's
okay.
true.
That's okay.
But I let you do all types of shit, really. Like,
Oh yeah,
you
you
know,
do.
not well, you know, like hang out with your friends and stuff, and
Oh yeah,
go
that's right.
golfing and yeah.
I love it. I'm
God,
gonna be
that's
honest.
funny,
I think
Sean.
the wig is a big bonus.
I do too.
too.
I'm super stoked about that. And it's got a weaving cap.
We're gonna have to work that into your new
into my
TikTok
repertoire. I'll just
career.
I'll just make it into a character. Hey, this could be my
Oh,
TikTok character.
Yeah.
There you go.
You know, be good. Thank you, Sean.
Is that a thing? You have to have a character to be on
No, you
TikTok?
don't have to. Just
You just have to have that or an OnlyFans.
I'm just trying to.
I've got one.
I know you said, but I thought we were all gonna do guess whose feet and Jarrett goes to movies.
What is it?
Oh, yeah, we were talking about
Oh,
that.
that is his OnlyFan.
Yeah.
What am I doing? Guess whose
Of course
feet?
it would be white.
Jarrett goes to movies OnlyFan.
Oh, and it's pictures of all of our feet.
Sean.
Yeah.
Oh, and then what? Like the patrons or like our.
They have to pay to see the pictures of our feet.
Yeah, well, yeah,
Yeah.
you gotta fucking sell
Not
that
free
shit.
feet
over
yeah,
here.
no,
Free
we're not
feet.
giving free. Sean, you have something open.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm sorry if you already have it. I second guessed it this whole time, and it's a little timely
I'm gonna
joke,
be honest. I have to pee.
but not joke.
I need a beer.
You do? Oh, you don't have it. Okay, good.
Okay, what is it? Let us see. Oh,
Nice.
Oh.
Oh, it's Betty.
guys, it is the Betty White
Oh,
Chia
that was you got
Pet.
that before
You got it
I did.
before.
Yeah.
Derek came in right after he found out about Betty White, and he goes, "That Chia Pet, is that Betty White?" And I go, "Yeah." And he goes, ooh. And I go, do not say that she just died. And he was like, she just
So many
died.
people, including Jarrett, which the way you texted, I didn't understand what you were asking, but so many people texted me that day about.
I wanted to, but I didn't know how.
Oh no, meow! It
Literally same.
It sucked, but yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
and what's weird is
And I didn't know, like, if you knew how, like, because
Yeah.
Derek was the one that was texting everybody about I don't remember what he said, but
Well, I'm sure it was a trivia name.
yeah, it was awful. And
Yeah.
Casey was like, and that's how I find out about
yeah,
Betty
that's right.
White.
That's right.
Well,
Yeah.
I feel like I should figure out what exactly the.
Yeah, that's a good one. Well, that was a fun little Christmas.
Good. Thank you, Amy.
Merry Christmas. Yes, thank you.
And you will get a
Brilliant.
revisit of that in mid-February when Eric is back on the show. Amy and Sean's gifts are in.
Friday
And,
at 1:21 p.m. This is like before there was anything but just TMZ. Like it was TMZ, then Derek that found out in the world. Betty White, more like Betty died. That's all I got. And then I was like, what?
Yeah.
That's how I found out that Betty White died.
yeah.
Yep, and I didn't want to do that to Jonathan.
Yeah,
I
get
didn't
it.
want to be the bearer of bad news.
Hey, this podcast is 100% funded and driven by our Patreon supporters, as I have been promising. Perks are on their way for everybody who was at the $20 level from April to November. The big one that was back ordered is back ordered again, but Kate, the MVP, and I are on that. But until then, you have 2 more coming. They've already been ordered, and I'm super stoked. They should be in and ready to ship very, very soon. So to get those perks, you just need to be at the $10 or $20 level, depending on what that perk is. So if you'd like to participate in those things going forward, the way to do that is go to patreon.com/Jarrett Goes to the Movies. And even for $1 a month, $5 a month, 10, whatever, there's always something you get. You help us, we help you. Am I right or am I right? We do have a new Patreon supporter. Jake Goldstein is in at the $5 level, guys. Jake now has access to the outtakes from every episode we've ever done. And that's insane. Also, to the first 20 episodes, which you cannot get online anymore. I'm not sure why anybody would want to listen to them.
Yeah, I thought those were gone forever.
But now, nothing. It's the internet, babe. Nothing's gone forever. Guys, this is a Woody Chambers happy birthday, Woody, and David Dooley production. Our producers are all at the $20 and up level, and they are Ad Craner, Amy Strongbottom Pitsinger, Andy Smith, Angie Thorin, Brian Mason, Brian Sullivan, Brian Dunning, Shell Ordway, Chris, the $12 Million Man Cranfill, Chris Jacobs, Corey Reed, Daniel Cotton, David Dooley, David the Original Murray, Dennis Hopp, Denny Chambers, Diana Wheeler, Diane freaking Small, Dom, Surfing Bird Petretta, Ernie, Soul Man McCracken, God damn it, Gage Stricklin, Gregory Cordone, Greg Lee, Greg the Hammer Stevens, A Hangover You Don't Deserve podcast, Dr. Jason Aylesworth and Kidney Pete, Jay Palladino, Jeff Millman, fucking Joe Barlow, Rat Pack Joey Bishop, John Gickler, Josh Hanlon, Josh Millman, Joshua from Oh I Had That, Instagram and YouTube, MVP Kate Etro, Katie Gardner, Kim Frosting on the Beater Murphy, Kirsty Fisher, that's Les, Zaldor Zuluski, Lily Holohan, Lindsay Sponsor, Lisa Wenzel, Lucy Murray, Mandy Birch, Mandy Pretty, Melody Ortloff, Michael Price, Mike Leblanovitz, Nick Brignoni, Philip My Cunt, Rodon James, Ray Elliott. It's a simple one this week, guys. Rich Osborne, Robert Dirty Muffins O'Doyen, Ryan Clydesdale, Sarah the Undertaker DeAngelis, Sean Blackstone, Sean Barger, Steve May, Steve Rhodes, Tom Murray, Trey Wren, Vinnie No Fucking Clue Cataldo, Wendy What's a Matter, Woody Chambers, and Sphehurst. Everybody give it up for our amazing supporters. We honestly could not do this without you guys. You guys have managed to really keep this show going. We appreciate it. We do not do any outside advertising, despite there being offers for that kind of shit rolling around. We could absolutely do commercials. But why not keep it commercial free and make it your podcast? You guys are helping us to make it, so enjoy that ownership of such. Magnolia is the movie we're doing. 1999 drama. I had never seen this movie, and I remember I was coming out of a different movie one time and saw the poster for Magnolia, and I started writing this song called Magnolia, and I can still hear the chorus in my head, but I never finished it. And until this day, I still think about seeing that poster and never having seen the movie. Now, this one, I don't know if this is going to surprise you guys or not. 8 out of 10 on IMDb and 83% on Rotten Tomatoes. Pretty good, considering the fact that it didn't make a lot of money. I mean, the budget was $37 million, and it made $48 million.
Oh.
Yeah, so not crazy good as far as that goes.
I had a roommate, my old bass player, Kyle, who was in the band Fashionable Male, Jarrett.
That's right. Yes, I sang on a song, and my old merch guy was in that band as well. Eben. Yeah. I used to call him Eben Dando, but that's the singer for the Lemonheads.
Eben Flo, I believe is his name.
Eben Flo.
And when this movie came out, we were roommates, and I remember he got the DVD and would watch it, twice a month. And I remember, so I chose this one. I remember watching this back then and just remembering that it was long and interesting, but I didn't really remember anything about it, which is why I chose it to watch again. So I'll be curious to see what you guys thought of it. Mm-hmm. I didn't really remember what I thought of it. But it certainly, can you imagine just deciding, hey, let's have date night. Let's go to the movie first before we have dinner. And then you get there.
Yeah, way before they had dinner at the movie.
Yeah, and it's 3 hours and 15 minutes of your life.
This one is wacky in that it, you sort of see where it could end several times, or at least okay, we've got to be getting
crossing
to the
your
end.
fingers, oh, here we go. This is it.
Wrap it up.
But yeah, I mean, and just,
everyone's got fucking problems.
Yeah.
Right.
Now,
Eric, you had seen this before?
Yes, I had.
All right, so let's just hear what this movie is actually about.
Over to Eric for his synopsis.
A young beautician newly arrived in a small Louisiana town finds work at a local salon where a small group of women share a close bond of friendship and welcome her into the fold.
This will not in any way hinder my ability to do good hair. And don't talk about me like I'm not here. Where's your dad?
Man, I miss Olympia Dukakis.
Yeah.
Where you just walk around going, Shelby?
They did her what?
What?
They
Blush
did her
and
what?
bashful. It's my signature. Pink is my signature color.
They took a Duke on her caucus.
There we are.
Okay, right. Well, that went well. That was obviously still Magnolia.
An epic mosaic of interrelated characters in search of love, forgiveness, and meaning in the San Fernando Valley.
I like it. Yeah, this was I actually really enjoy movies like this. It's one of those things at first. It's like the first 20 minutes, you're just going, okay, I can't keep up. And they have a way of making it to where that's kind of just right. Where once you sort of catch on, you're starting to put things together. It's like, okay, well, wait. And this one is great because it's like until the very end, really, you don't know how everybody's tied in together. But yeah, it's definitely a fun and interesting watch. And we'll find out what you guys think. Let's get into this movie there, Sean.
In the New York Herald, November 26, year 1911, there is an account of the hanging of 3 men. They died for the murder of Sir Edmund William Godfrey, husband, father, pharmacist, and all-around gentleman resident of Greenberry Hill, London. He was murdered by 3 vagrants whose motive was simple robbery. They were identified as Joseph Green, Stanley Berry, and Daniel Hill. Green, Berry, Hill. And I would like to think this was only a matter of chance.
Man, I mean, that scene sets up one of those deals of a few other things like that. And I'd heard that scuba diver story. Excuse me. The Patton Oswalt, who actually he survived it, which is crazy, but was out scuba diving. And,
friend of the show, Patton Oswalt.
Right. But no, I'd heard that story. That's true. I mean, that an airplane going to collect water to dump on a fire, picked up a scuba diver and dumped him into a tree.
It happened to my cousin up in Canada.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, okay. So one time my cousin was babysitting.
Yeah.
And kept getting these weird phone calls.
Oh, okay.
And it would just be like breathing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
And they wouldn't stop, and she locked all the doors, and then she called the phone company to have them trace the call.
Yeah.
I don't even remember how it ends, but it was crazy.
Is that Scream? Is
Yes.
that one? Man, because there was this one that really scared the shit out of me when I was a kid.
Well, so there's another one that's about the babysitter, right?
There's this.
There's not just Scream. I think that's an old movie too. Where
Well, so this old one was that he would call and he would go, "Have you checked the children?"
Yes, that's the one.
And I mean, I just gave myself the one arm
there he
on
goes.
the one hair on my arm is sticking up. Like that shit used to scare the fuck out of
And
me.
it's called The Babysitter?
No, it was called Have You Checked the Children, I think. Right?
But wasn't that the type of deal where it was like the calls coming in from
The one Eric was talking about is When a Stranger Calls.
When
Yes,
a stranger
that's
calls,
what I'm
that's it.
thinking of.
Oh, I thought that was
Have you checked the
Scream.
children?
Yeah, that's an
No.
old one that was remade, but Scream also.
Yeah, when
Oh.
a stranger calls, have you checked the children? And they're like, "Hey, it's coming from get out of the house. It's coming from inside the house." And
Oh, yeah, that's how it
Spoiler.
ended.
yeah. Anyway, so don't go watch that. We fucked that up for everybody now.
I had
Still
another
gonna watch
cousin who was on safari one time
Like the browser?
and got trampled by a bunch of
Porn.
That's what I was gonna say. I was
By
gonna say
Pornhub.
porn too. Like I just got trampled by
By a bunch of
just a
Tramps.
bunch of.
trampled.
What did you get
a
trampled
bunch
by?
of
A
cocks.
bunch of cocks slapped in my face.
I just want to let y'all know that my
On Safari.
completely insane sort of aunt dropped me and my brother and all of our cousins off to see Scream in the theaters in 1996 when I was 5 to 6 years old.
What?
Wow.
Fucking what? Okay,
She
so
signed us right in.
my brother took me and my nephew, who's 5 years younger than me, to see Friday the 13th Part 3. And that was the 3D one or whatever. And see what they did there? Part 3 is 3D. Anyway, that shit. When we watch those old movies now from back then, they're campy and they're not scary.
But then I'm sure that was terrifying.
I'm telling you,
The
this
first girl that gets like murdered to death's name was Casey.
Yeah. Goodness.
I mean, it's just like the fucking this when a stranger calls. There's a few of those movies that like I still think about. Like I think we've talked about this on the show before, but like the living room was in one part of the house, and then you'd have to go through the kitchen, and then there's a hard right to get back to the hallway to where our rooms were back then. And it'd be like, I'm going to go grab something from my room or whatever. And you had to turn the lights out. So you'd turn the light off and then just fucking run,
Yeah.
And it was like that too. Like my dad would be like, hey, take the trash cans to the curb or go pick up the paper from out there.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry. There used to be this thing called a newspaper, and they just put it in your driveway all the time. Anyway, so he'd go get out there, and you'd walk out there all soft and slow, dogs barking in the distance and shit. You're seeing all, and then the minute you were done doing the task, as fast as you could run, it back into that house.
I'm guilty of that
You had to
as well.
count to 3. That was the deal, right? You count to 3 whenever you had to run like down the hall or something. And
Oh,
that's the
what?
story. Remember
I
I,
never
told you the story
counted.
about my cousin Rachel?
No, tell me.
And well, that's like a thing. Like whenever you're like a little kid and you're in bed and you're scared and you have to like get up and go to your door, you're like, okay, I'm gonna do it in like 1, 2, 3 seconds, and you
okay.
get up and you run, right? You have to, like,
Okay.
count. So my cousin Rachel, we used to all live together, but this is after we'd moved out. But in this really like 100-year-old house in this little shitty town, and it made all the noises. It was just a scary ass fucking house. Everything creaked and moaned, and it was just terrifying. Like it was just for sure fucking haunted. Hated that house. It was crazy. But she always hated it. Hated it her whole entire life. They eventually moved, and she was completely fine in her new house. So she thought she was just a big scaredy cat, but it was just this old ass creepy house. So her mom had the upstairs bedroom, and she was on the downstairs floor, and she was in her bed, and she said she heard somebody like something scratching under her bed. And mind you, like, I mean, this is a fucking piece of shit, little stupid country town. Like, I remember times like reaching under my bed to grab a toy and pulling a tarantula out underneath. Yeah. So God fucking knows what type of snake, or it could have been anything. So she hears scratching and she panics. So she just freezes. And she sits there for a little bit, just like hoping it'll go away. And then she hears it louder, like scratching on the wall under her bed. And this continues on. And she said she's just paralyzed. And she finally talks herself into it. Pitch black room. Okay, I'm going to count down 3 seconds. I'm going to run up to my mom's room. So she did. She said she went 3, 2, 1, jumped off her bed. Hands came out, pulled her under the bed. Her brother had been under there the entire fucking time.
Oh.
Even as this story gets retold in adulthood, like even he is like, it wasn't funny.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't funny at all. Like they could not. She was so fucking hysterical. They could not get her to calm down.
That's awful.
Like trauma, like actual trauma.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't like to talk about that story, like at all.
It is. That shit is crazy. Like my brother did a lot of mean shit to me, but never anything like that.
Yeah, not like
that would fucking scar me for life. Like I
think
it's
it's
unbelievable.
Yeah, I think it was pretty bad.
Unreal.
Yeah, and then I think there was no more like you have to sleep in your own room after that. Like she slept in her mom's room. She was just fucking terrified. But
let's we don't always do this, but I really do want to just go through a few of the because I think a lot of people listen to this show and maybe they don't watch the movie. So I want to put here the caliber of this movie based upon who's in it, if I may. All right. So Tom Cruise is in this, and his character is fucking crazy, and it's amazing. Philip Seymour Hoffman, who you know from Capote, and died way too soon. He brought the word "shart" into most of our lives. Julianne Moore is in this, and this is the only movie. Actually, a lot of people don't know this. Only movie where she keeps her clothes on the entire movie.
Oh.
Yeah. So let's not applaud that. Jason Robards is the guy that plays Earl. He is the dad in pretty much most of the fucking movie. You would totally know him if you saw him. John C. Reilly is in this. Philip Baker Hall, you would recognize him. William H. Macy, who Casey took her a minute, is he's in Shameless.
He's Frank Gallagher.
Frank Gallagher, right?
Yeah.
Melinda Dillon, who is the mom in A Christmas Story. It just keeps going. Oh, there's another one of the guys. Okay, so Alfred Molina is in this. He plays the boss. He's the guy in the robe in Boogie Nights where the kid's just doing the fucking fireworks and shit. He's just running around. So there's another Boogie Nights guy. Ricky Jay, also in Boogie Nights. God damn it. There they are. Louis Guzman, who has been in as many movies, I think, as Samuel L. Jackson. And the Bowling for Soup song, oh shit, what is it? What is, it's on Jarrett Goes to the Movies. He had a pilot, and we tried to get the theme song to that movie. Anyway, the song that we did, the show didn't get picked up. It's on Jarrett Goes to the Movies. And Felicity Huffman is on here, Patton Oswalt. What I'm trying to say is, damn, there's a lot of people in this. Orlando Jones. Should I keep going, guys? Or are you guys fucking bored with this shit?
But it's a testament to, I mean, you're right, the cast is amazing, but it's a testament to Paul Thomas Anderson, the director of this, who also did There Will Be Blood, Punch Drunk Love, Boogie Nights, like you said.
I didn't know that he did Punch Drunk Love, actually.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense.
And so, yeah, he's super great. He's kind of in that Coen Brothers, Scorsese, Wes Anderson, like directors that people just want to work with because the stuff's so interesting and cool.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, 1999, it's a long time ago. I mean, my God, we have a young, who's the lady from Desperate Housewives that's in this?
Felicity Huffman.
A young Felicity Huffman in a bit role.
Yeah. She's married to William H.
Macy.
Yeah. William H. Macy, yeah.
But what'd you say? This was made for $37 million? I mean, even back then, that's not a bunch of money for all of these actors to be in the same movie.
Well, honestly, there's no question that Tom Cruise was already getting $20 million a picture. That's the number, right? We talk about that all the time. You want to get to be the $20 million man. I'm sure that's changed over time, but that used to be the thing. It's like, I think Demi Moore was the first actress ever to make it to the $20 million level.
Right.
Yeah. And so that's a whole thing. Is like, he's a $20 million man. And the thing that's different about movies today, if you're young and listening to this, or if you haven't been like really into like being a movie person, actors didn't just take things for the fun of doing them like they do now. All these Netflix movies that are getting made for $8 million and they're getting fucking George Clooney and shit, Like, that's because he wants to make movies. He wants to do the art and all these things.
That's because he doesn't need the money anymore.
Well, but again, I mean, the thing is, too, is I think this whole need for money, though, that gets into a lot of things. That gets into managers and agents and stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot that goes into it.
And it's something that I do all the time. And again, for me, it's a thing where like, hey, I really want to do this show. And my manager's like, well, you can do that, but if you take that pay cut, then how am I selling you to this other place for you to be able to do that? And imagine I'm pretty close to that $20 million a show scale, but like, it's, not that close, I mean, it's
my bank statement today said that I'm $1,087,000 away from being a millionaire. So that's awesome.
Well, that's not true because I sent you money today.
You sent him negative.
Yeah, that's why I had to text you.
Full disclosure. Well, this cast is just absolutely crazy.
The internet says that Julia Roberts and Aaron Abramovich is the first.
I was just about to
Okay.
say, if it wasn't her, it was Julia Roberts.
Okay, that makes sense. And to me, in my head, I realize those are two completely different people and two completely different, but they're the same level at that time. Like one had done Ghost and this and obviously Julia Roberts had done Pretty Woman and Mystic Pizza, and
I wouldn't mind doing the movie Aaron Brockovich because I've never seen it, and apparently
I've only seen bits and pieces, but I think it's pretty good.
It's also a super it is it's an important movie.
Yeah.
And it's pretty cool because she's still active in things,
Yeah, she fucking thinks our water is bullshit.
Yes, she does.
And it's like a thing, like where we live right now.
Yeah.
Our water?
Yeah. Oh yeah, our water's bullshit.
Yeah, we're all gonna get cancer.
Well, it's almost
all of a sudden she's a water expert. Like,
what? Hey,
okay.
Here coming up in February, do you do baths or showers?
Yes.
Okay. Coming
more
up
showers
in February, though, when you take a bath, have Derek walk in.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. But I'll walk in and our bathroom smells like the YMCA swimming pool.
Yeah, you can smell the chlorine.
You can smell the chlorine.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's that. And then later I would say late spring, it smells like dirt, like earth, because that's when the algae blooms happen.
That's sulfur, right?
No. That smells like farts.
You smell. No, you don't.
Yeah, it does get farty too. Yeah, dude, my skin, my hair. I mean, it's crazy. Like working in Frisco.
Well, maybe we should invite Julia Roberts here to advocate for us and do a podcast.
I don't think we could get Julia Roberts.
We have an extra 20 mil. Just ask Eric.
We could get Eric Roberts, maybe.
I don't even know that we could get that guy. You
don't think so? What about Emma Roberts?
No, she just had a baby.
Oh, yeah.
Well, good for her.
Now, when he goes into this house, the cop, Jimmy the cop, and there's certain little deep things in this movie too, where like it's a big fucking commitment. I'd like to watch this movie again because the fact that his name's Jimmy and his dad's name Jim, right? No, what is his dad's name? His dad's name is fuck me in the butthole. That's actually not
whose dad?
Yeah, they're both named Jimmy. So the cop's name is Jim, and the game show guy's name is Jimmy.
Yeah.
And this girl instantly sees this guy as like this father figure coming in and her being nervous and all this shit. We'll get to that in a minute. But when he's at this first house with Marcy,
oh God,
you
Marcy.
guys notice the goddamn fucking like gumball machines and like just a little trinket. Like
I was like, wait, are they in her residence?
They are.
Or are they in a business?
Yeah. But the thing is that you find out later that people just kind of come and go, you know, through there because I guess she's a prostitute, I guess, or something.
I missed that.
Right? Am I? Is everybody?
I missed
y'all following this with me?
I missed a lot in this movie, so I'm not going to be
okay,
surprised.
well, they talk about how people come and go from the apartment and shit like this. This is maybe the kid rapping. And the thing is that's fucking hilarious because there is not one time that I've ever gotten a hooker where I didn't think, you know what I want? A Super Ball and a fucking and a sour apple gum.
A 2-ball screwball. Yeah. So
Mad Dog
this, we talk about this is something that they say on the bus. This is something that Bowling for Soup says, or this is something.
Hold on. Let me do it because it'll be funny on the podcast. It doesn't have to be timely. He'll get it. It just takes me a minute because my shit's all changed around.
Good for you.
No, not that. I'm just kidding. That was a thing. Where the fuck is it? That is something Jarrett says. I love this bit, right? Isn't this great?
Yeah, the try to find shit bit.
Man, I gotta figure.
You should have a Jeopardy button to press just so when you're looking for the other buttons.
You know what I'm gonna goddamn do? I'm gonna fucking alphabetize these.
Ooh.
Yes.
Yeah, I have them like in order as to like how much I use them and where in the show they go and stuff like that. And it's just not.
Alphabetize them by the length of the title.
What?
Yes, I have.
So anyway, that lady, when she says,
Jarrett says,
when she says, he says, there's a disturbance here. We heard a crash. I don't even know no crash. Me and my roommate used to say that to each other all the time. I don't even know
that
whatever it is we're talking about.
Yes, I love it. So, because you know, like some of that shit is just like, hey, y'all ad lib and see what's going on here or whatever. And she would just the motherfucker and the motherfucker and all this shit.
You don't go down my motherfucking way.
And then she goes, there ain't nothing in that closet. Don't you even go in that closet. Don't you go? And then
he pulls the sheet out. That ain't mine.
Yeah, he goes, yeah, what the hell is this, Marcy? Oh, wait, sorry. What the hell is this, Marcy? And she's like, that ain't mine.
That ain't mine.
That ain't mine. So funny. All right, guys, we're to clip number 2 already, but don't get excited. We got 8 to go. I'm sorry, 7.
Woo.
Now, hospice will take care of all of the technical things. They will help you. They will take care of the body. They are who you call when he dies. There's the number of hospice. Okay, now, as far as the morphine pills go, there's something else to consider. There's a very strong, very potent solution of liquid morphine. It's a little bottle, has an eyedropper. It's very easy to get into his mouth and drop on his tongue, and it will certainly diminish the pain that he's in. But you need to realize that once you give it to him, there really is no going back. It will certainly cure his pain. But he will drift in and out of consciousness even worse than he is now, Linda. I mean, all sign of the recognizable Earl will pretty much go away.
What the fuck can I say to that? I don't know what to say to that.
And again,
it sounds amazing.
Fully clothed. Well, so here's the thing. I read the, I'm not bragging or anything, but I read the Norm Macdonald book after he passed away. And that motherfucker used to do liquid morphine like he fucking did it recreationally.
Good Lord.
And he would describe it and like what was happening and, all this shit. And like, he could go like days and he would just wake up and he had just been in like a fucking time warp.
Morphine was like super heavily abused in high school. Like it was just like a super accessible thing. Liquid morphine wafers, morphine lollipops. Like it was also, like everybody died at my high school. But like
that's crazy.
Yeah, it's a fucking wild thing to.
See, my high school just had a bunch of heroin to where even when I went
You're from Plano, right? Black tar. Yeah, that's everybody died.
Ours was the cheese epidemic.
That's right, man. Right. But you talk about people fucking dying. Like y'all had people dying fucking every couple of weeks, Eric. That was crazy.
When I went down to college, people would ask you when you're a freshman, where you're from is a pretty common question. And if I said Plano, for sure knew about that and would ask about that. And did you know anybody? And I didn't.
They do the Plano clap at you.
What's the Plano clap? Oh,
PLA. Oh,
no, it's where you you slap you golf clap your arm, the middle of your arm.
Ugh.
Yeah, with two
Casey,
fingers.
So did you know people or saw people under the influence of this?
Yeah.
And what were they? Seriously, what were they like?
Fucking zombies.
Yeah,
fucking awesome.
That's crazy.
But would they go like hours or days without remembering anything? And I mean, because that's the thing. What he's telling her here is that once you start to apply that to the tongue or whatever, like it's washing their brains of shit.
Lived very long. I mean,
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. No. We just. I just told my parents I was spending the night at Steve's house, and we just practiced our band.
That was your drug.
That was it. Hey, my fucking drug was music. Wrangler.
Mine was Jesus.
I just didn't do drugs or Jesus or music, so I don't know.
What? Oh, well, you did.
Hung out.
You liked music, though. You didn't play music, but and you play music.
I didn't do music. I did musicians.
There we go.
Oh my.
Roadhouse.
Yeah.
Which is interesting because musicians are kind of notoriously difficult to get you to sleep with, for you to get them to sleep with you.
Mm-hmm. Breaking up there.
Yeah, it was really hard work.
Well, Casey called this right away when she's he starts to talk about the fact that Big Earl we're talking about, and starts talking about the son. He accidentally calls him Jack, but his name's Frank, and Casey called it right away. And you sort of thought you knew who Linda was going to be, this money grubber, and I'm going to be honest. I believed this character. I believed that this character that she went into this for all the wrong reasons, kind of thought she'd weather the storm, fuck the guy, and he'd die and she'd get a bunch of money. But I again, this is a testament to how great of an actress she is and how great the script is. I believed that she fell in love with the guy and was I don't want that guilt. I don't want to know that I got myself into this situation and live off of that, and knowing that here I am just sort of like wishing this guy to die, and now he's dying and I don't want him to.
Mm-hmm.
But think of all the therapy she could pay for with her money that she got from her dead rich husband.
Yeah.
Okay. You big talker.
But I mean, that's a testament to this movie, whether or not you think it's too long, whether you think it's not enough, quote unquote happens.
Are we talking about my penis?
No. Okay. I think your penis is long enough.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. But I don't.
Not gonna talk
but I found
that in my bar.
I found all the characters believable, and not only believable, I found them relatable. I didn't really see, man. I mean, I will just skip forward. I had to finish watching this today, the last about 30 minutes, because it got so late last night. But I was sitting there going, I mean, this is it's one of the best depiction of just characters with just real problems, and not just problems like I'm going through something, but how they felt and how complex it is to just be a human that's alive and participating in life every day, and how you're pulled in different directions and how you struggle with certain things that you wish about yourself that you could be better at, or that you could change or were different. And like, as I thought back over the course of the movie, again, if you're listening and you've not seen it, you need to know that you're getting into a 3-hour ordeal. But thinking back on them, and I just like, I didn't find any of the characters unbelievable.
Right.
You know, like it was so, I don't know how I feel about this as a piece of art, film, cinema. I do know that it's well crafted for what they were trying to do. I just, I don't know. I'm
going to tell you this right now. Even Tom Cruise's character, just from the one interview, you could tell that guy, that character has been avoiding therapy his entire life because he's just living his life on the brink of just full on falling right off the fucking cliff. And it's, you know, it's very, very easy to figure out what's wrong with this guy. Listen.
And the second he gets challenged, it all starts to fall in on itself. It's a house of cards that he has so meticulously built around this character that he's created, and this system and the adoration of like-minded jackasses.
People telling him telling every single person in his life what to do. But I do have to say this. This Tom Cruise is an interesting person to me. I don't know why. I feel like he's just one of those dudes that I don't want to like. You know, he's one of those guys where I just kind of want to find flaws in things that he does. He is fucking perfect in this movie. He's so good.
He's amazing
it's
in this
fucking,
movie.
There's going to be a scene that comes up here in a second that we're going to talk about. That it's what he does with his face and his emotions and his mouth, and just again, we talk about that a lot, right? With Leo and with I call him Leo. But you know, with some of the better actors in the world, of just like what they can do with just if Philip Seymour Hoffman does it in this movie, he does this one thing where he reacts to the frogs, and it's like it's so subtle, but you're just like, God damn, that's genius, man. Tom Cruise is fucking amazing in this, like.
Well,
unbelievable.
But for people like Kelsey who think he's an absolute, in real life, dirtbag piece of shit human being.
Okay.
Well, that's great, because this is a movie where he's a dirtbag kind of piece of shit. So he probably required less preparation for this role than he did others.
I don't think so, because I think he has to come full circle in a matter of 3 hours. And, you know, he has to, I'm telling you, man, there's some of that bedside shit where I guarantee you there are schooled actors that watch that shit going, Jesus Christ, that's fucking crazy. So, again, he's amazing. Now, when he comes out and he's just like, respect the cock, tame the cunt. I'm like, I thought about you, Eric. I was like, is this what a Promise Keepers meeting is like? Is this like, do these guys all have I love my wife stickers on the back of their car?
I was going to say he's the only character that I was able to actually relate to in the whole thing. Just kind of being a like borderline psychopath piece of shit.
Is Promise Keeper still a thing? It's got to be, right? They used to do stadiums, man.
What is that?
Yeah, what in the world?
They just turned that into QAnon, I think.
It was a religious thing for men only, and they could take their sons or whatever. And essentially it was a cult. I mean, if for lack of a better term.
No, it still is a cult, apparently.
And it's extremely right-wing, so-called, in quote, unquote, religious dudes who expect subservient wives, who expect their dinner to be done on time or whatever, and who are taught their own worth.
But they also
And their children are raised that way. Go ahead.
But I mean, I think the other part of it is that they also say, because that's in their mind, a biblical expectation of what the wife role is, that they're willing to sacrifice to take on the biblical male role, which they make it sound like the Bible wasn't written by, first century goat herders who had never heard of soap. Right. Yeah, of course you're willing to subscribe to the biblical male role, because that's awesome. They wrote it that way on purpose.
Well, what you're saying is you didn't quite get to where I think you were heading with that, and maybe you did, but I'll finish it. Essentially what they do is they actually commit to their wives. So they're like, yes, our wives are going to make us chicken fried steak and shit, and I'm going to put a sticker on the car. Okay. That says, I love my wife and I'm not going to finger waitresses, and that's it.
I want you to get a bumper sticker that says that entire thing.
I love my wife and I'm not going to finger waitresses.
Yeah.
I will. Okay. 100. I can't put that on my car, but I'll put it on something. On my dick.
Can we get some of those printed up?
Okay, you can put
Gage,
that on
Stricklin?
Yeah, Gage with your cricket.
Do it.
Cricket up.
Cricket it up.
Oh, is that what's going on?
Yeah.
I didn't know what y'all meant with this cricket thing.
That's why he made all these cool custom
well, that
things,
makes
'cause he got a cricket
all of that
machine.
makes sense. All of that makes sense. Yeah, but again, he's just coming out, and this is just so much of a, fuck women, and this is so you've got to get a calendar. And but essentially what this group is, let's back it up a smidge. I'm joking about the promise keepers. This is just a whole organization about like chicks will put you in the friend zone. That's bullshit. You should be able to fuck them.
It's a bunch of nice guy incel nice guy neckbeard bullshit. Like girls only like assholes and they never like the nice guys. And it's like, that may partly be true, but it's also because the bad boys are interesting and you're not. And also, you're not as nice as you think. So
yeah, that's just like full on rape culture. Like when it comes from creepy fucking bitter losers.
Like,
those are the guys that go in and stab the fucking cheerleader because she wouldn't date him. Like you can't,
And that's what he's preaching. Like you put a date on the calendar. By this date, I will get this. Right?
Not.
I did not say that. So anyway, so we go back to Jimmy Gator. We figure out that as we're starting to tie these things in, we realize that Jimmy Gator is Claudia's father. We don't really know what that relationship is or why it is the way it is. This one they save until the end to deliver this to us. We realize,
and I forgot about this one.
Yeah, and I mean, you talk about this whole because as you're watching this, and I will try to phrase this in a way that we can talk about the actual payoff at the end without spoiling it now. But you can spoil it now.
Scene, you watch this scene.
I don't know if you can call that a payoff.
A payload. But you watch the scene of a seemingly well-respected, famous man with his cocaine-addicted trashball daughter, and you just go, well, of course, this addict can't handle her dad coming in and trying to, check in on her, even if he's not going to be judgmental, to try to just make sure she's okay. And of course, she can't have it because she's so out of control. And eventually we will get to this point.
I told Casey though, I go like, I said, maybe she's a nympho, like maybe it's a whole thing where, because I kept getting the way that she would look at the officer, like immediately, like wanting his, what do you call it?
Dick.
His cock in her face. No, but his approval of everything. Wanting his approval on the coffee, wanting his approval of anything, and really forgetting that there's lines of coke on the table.
Yeah, but it's interesting that of course, because she's in a fucking room full of drugs and is acting erratically, that, you automatically assume she's the one with the issues and that he's maybe he's been judgmental in the past from her issues.
Or but again, I wasn't saying I had no idea of context of how she got that way.
No, that's the point though. Is that
exactly
is like what Eric is saying, that you look at the situation and you think you know what's going on from the beginning. I mean,
right.
That it's just a complicated relationship by like maybe a disapproving father, or
that's what I thought. I assumed it was a disapproving father, and that he had kicked her out of the house. And again, that's what they want you to think at this point, because we're supposed to be feeling empathy for this guy who is this great television host.
Everybody loves him.
Everybody loves him. Everybody knew when he walked in he was going to get the chicken. And
sorry.
What?
Sorry,
I took that from Dave Chappelle. Sorry. But sorry, I'm making myself laugh now, which is fucking not.
Buddy has cancer.
I hope that the one
Buddy has cancer.
The one person that listens to us in Australia gets that joke.
Hey, baby, we are 91 out of 94.
We're number 91 for podcasts that are movie review podcasts hosted by a member of a pop punk band. So,
all right.
So that's not too bad.